Hi all, welcome back. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the live. If you're coming in, oh my god, it's so hot here. Freaking hell. Um, we had a couple days of rain, but honestly, the humidity is absolutely disgusting. It makes you so lazy, like you don't even want to do anything. It's terrible. Um, no one's in here yet, so we just wait for some people to roll on in. But honestly, it is so hot. I'm literally in the room with the air conditioner on, um, because you can't sit anywhere else. It's too hot. Now, today we're going to talk about why and how this YouTube channel came to be. And it's actually a very interesting story because I never actually planned on becoming a creator. That was not what I had planned to do. But, well, I've been here for a while now, so yeah, and I'm a creator. Now, I started out sort of lurking around the anti KJ community. That was how this journey sort of started out. I was lurking around the anti KJ community. No one knew who I was. Um, I may have put a couple of messages in a chat, but I mostly hung around the bushes. Um, I think the first anti KJer I come across was actually Charlotte on the web. Then through her I found Little Red, um, and yeah, those were the two main people that I knew of at the time. And it was through Little Red's channel that I first come across Keeping It Real with Lefty, aka Real Entertainment News. And everybody else in that chat, I kind of didn't know who they were. And I don't know, something had happened and there was a big blow up on Little Red's channel. And I come to understand that Real was another creator in the community. Um, and he had about all these people just, going at him. It was pretty intense. And I'll admit, I was intrigued. I'm like, well, what has this guy actually done? Yeah, I want to find out a bit more about this person. Like, he's obviously really caused a bit of a ruckus. Sorry, real. And anyhow, I find his channel and I go in there. I think that day he was doing a food review, live food review, and I remember the first message I ever sent to him was, "Hi, um, hi from Australia," and then he started asking me about kangaroos and shit. And the funny thing was, I kind of got it like, oh, wow, I've never been shouted out by a creator before, and I'm like, oh shit, and I kind of ran the first time. Then I went back there. I actually subscribed to him because I'm like, okay, he's got some all right content over here. And I subscribed to him, and then he did an open panel on something. I can't remember what it was. I'm like, damn, I wonder if this would work if I actually tried to get up on the panel. And I jumped up on his panel for a few minutes, and then we did a couple collabs. So again, I wasn't actually a creator at this time. I was a panel guest for Real Entertainment News. And it was actually through a private conversation that we had, um, which, we were talking about, well, I was telling him a little bit about how life was for me being blind and how schooling was, and, all that sort of stuff. We were talking about how it was growing up. And he said to me, have you ever considered starting a channel? I'm like, well, I've thought about it, but it's very hard. I know other friends of mine that have done it, and they were lucky to get 2 subs. Like, they ended up giving up on it in the end. He said, but you have a story to tell. You've got a lot of content you could put out there. And then I'm thinking of the other blind creators like Joy Ross and Molly Burke, who have over 20k subs. I'm like, oh, nah. Why would people subscribe to me when there are bigger content creators out there already doing it? And I said to Real, maybe I'll think about it, but I need to think of how I'm going to do it. No, we were in the whole C19 thing, and we were in the middle of the C19. I'm like, well, what have I got to lose? I could give this a go. But my challenge is going to be, what am I going to do to make this channel stand out? So I thought, okay, I've got a wacky sense of humor, quite rude. I swear, I cuss. I'm going to make this channel about, a bit more. I'm going to take it from the comedy side. Because I personally find Joy Ross and Molly Burke a bit too clean humored. They don't. Yeah, I don't find them fun. You know what I mean? They're a bit too focused on the blindness. And then I'm like, well, as time went on, I was growing, but I'm like, I can't do this day in, day out. This is just monotonous. So then I thought, well, what if I started incorporating my other interest in with the blindness content? So talking about other people from minority backgrounds, talking about books that I've read. So I've done little things on Malala Yousafzai, and I think I did one on Najud Ali. I'd have to go back and check the videos, but I did one on her. Recently, I did a video talking about Not Without My Daughter, which is another story that you probably wouldn't hear of as much in the media. Because it happened a long time ago. And then I noticed my channel was growing from that too. And then obviously certain things happened, and I then covered some YouTube stuff because I myself got into a couple of little beeps, which was not the way I wanted this channel to go, but it did go the way it did. And I guess with the the creators that I know quite well around here, a lot of their content is that. So it doesn't surprise me that some of that, I've had to incorporate some of that into my channel. Now, when I started my content, I was just doing shitty little videos. They were shit. And then I found that doing lives actually worked better for me. I find it easier to do the lives. I like the interaction of the lives. So that's why I cover the YouTube stuff. I prefer to do those videos in a live. My other content I do by video, and that works out really well for me. I'm really enjoying that. I've also posted storm videos up on my channel, and they're getting some traction too. And that's why I'm very happy with how the channel has actually evolved, because my main aim with this channel is to find content to interest a variety of different people. That's always been my main aim. And it's actually funny because if Rio hadn't have said to me, your life has been very interesting, you have a very interesting story to tell, I don't think I would have ever thought about doing this. I don't think I ever would have started, like, actually, like, thinking about it's one thing, but I don't know if I ever would have started the channel. So that brings me to my next topic: misconceptions about me. And I'm going to address some comments that were, that I've read about me in recent weeks. And this is by one person, and I'm not going to shade or bash this person because I actually think that they are a well meaning person, even if what they said probably wasn't right and most certainly isn't correct. And one of the comments made no sense. And I'm going to get to all that. Might start out with. I'm going to start out with the comment that most irked me. The comment read, I like Tia, but I think she's a bit of a troll. I don't know. Maybe she's looking for a little bit of attention. That comment really did piss me off. I'm not going to lie. I was really pissed off by that. Because, for one, how can you like somebody that you think is a troll? Does that make you a troll yourself? And again, I'm not having a go. I'm literally dissecting it. Because there's a lot to dissect. So if you like me, but you think I'm a troll. Are you a troll yourself? Because that comment was slightly trolly. Then to the second part of it. I don't know. I think that she maybe is looking for a bit of attention. No. I'm going to correct everybody on that score. And I'm not angry about that part of the comment because this person doesn't know my real life. And if you're listening, you know who. If you're listening, come into the chat. We can talk about it. I can't bring you up on the panel because I'm using StreamYard and there's an accessibility issue with it. But if you want to come into the chat and talk about it, we can talk about it. If you're listening and you're happy listening, I'm cool with that too. Because I'm more than happy to have you here. I don't actually have an issue with you. I only have an issue with what you've said. But I'm not. I come from a big family. I'm married. I actually have a very active life. I go and do different activities. I have a lot of friends. I have a husband. We have friends and family come to our house each day. Every day we have guests here. And I know what people are going to say. That seems really obsessive. But no, it's not. That is how we live. So if you want to I will just say it like this. I get attention in loads. I get loads of it to the point where when I come to YouTube to unwind. I actually don't come here to beef. I don't come here to be going full out for other creators. I literally come here to chat, to network, and to unwind. That is why I come to YouTube. Yeah, I don't come here for anything other than to relax. So when other creators such as SM say that I did something and bring me into whatever beef they're having with someone, I will get very pissed off because I actually don't want that attention. I want to go where I want to go, and it's actually no fucking business of anybody where I go. It's not her business. It's not her subscribers' business. It ain't anybody's business. And I say this to all creators. If you're beefing with somebody, that's your problem. It's like another thing I want to clear up. I don't understand when I did now I'm not going to talk about her per se here, but when I did the videos on SM, I never copped the backlash until I showed that audio clip. But I'm apparently trolly because I've done a certain number of videos on her. I'm really sorry, and I'm gonna say this as politely as possible, but I think that this person, as well meaning as they are, is actually looking at the situation through rose tinted glasses. I think that if you look at her channel from last night, and I wasn't going to say anything, but I think I'm totally justified. She did 2 back-to-back videos, live streams, so 2 back-to-back on the whole Jen Bailey situation and Johnny Mac situation. So why is that okay? Why is that okay? But if someone wants to speak up about her, why is that not okay? Why can't the hypocrisy be called out? I mean, if people want to call me trolly for doing videos on her giving my opinion and showing one audio clip, why is it okay for her to do 2 videos back to back on the same person, same people, and play a whole bunch of audio clips? And I don't care what she's standing up for. That's not the point here. The point here is people are looking at this situation through rose tinted glasses, and they are not seeing their own hypocrisy. That's all I'm going to say on that topic. Now, the last thing that I'm going to bring up, and it's actually very important. There have been a couple little things that I've been hearing through the grapevine. I'm not going to say where, but apparently I've been hating on keeping it real with Lefty. I don't know where this has come from. I don't know how this has become a thing. I can't understand. I'm just going to say that I do not have any issues with him at all. We are not beefing. Whatever beef that we had from last year has been resolved through private conversations. So all I'm going to say in regards to that whole situation is we had a private conversation. We spoke like 2 fully grown adults, just me and him. There was no cussing. It was just literally a conversation. We both took responsibility. And that's all people need to know. If I have any issue with him, I will reach out to him privately, and that's it. We are not beefing. I do not hate him. There is no beef between us. I will make that clear. And if people are still talking about last year, I think that you guys need to find something new to talk about. And maybe if you're beefing with somebody, maybe take a leaf out of our book and do what we did and resolve it privately where no one was actually there to amp it up. Oh, oh dear, no one wants to chat today. Must be something good going on over in those YouTube streets. But yeah, I don't know where these rumors are coming from. I literally have no idea. But I'm going to be putting it out there. It isn't true. None of it is true. And if I do have any issues with anything that he says, I will just contact him privately. And that's all people need to know. So please, to whoever is starting this shit, out of respect for both me and him, please stop. If you have any respect for either of us, just stop it. Okay? Because I think whoever is doing this, they're actually trying to start another beef. I think that they know that it was sorted out, and I think that they want to cause another rift. Because they're probably hoping that we will then make videos on each other and give them something else to talk about. So if you got any respect, please stop with the rumors. It isn't true. And I'm sorry I had to come up here and address this. I really didn't. Yeah, I don't want to be doing this. But I don't want trouble to be started up because someone has just decided to start a rumor with no substance. It's absolutely unbelievable. Now, before I end this, I'm just going to say if the comments that I address, if it comes across like I'm being rude to you or anything, I apologize. I'm not being rude to you. I'm not coming at you hard. I am by nature a very direct person. Very direct. So please don't take it like I'm coming at you hard, but I really felt like it needed to be addressed. Hopefully, we can move on. We can all be on the same page. Because again, I don't want to be here beefing. I don't want to be here justifying myself. I come here to unwind, and I also try and come here to bring the content that people are interested in. The amount of times I've thought about shutting down this channel, walking away, and saying this is too much, I could count on both my fingers and toes. But I come here because I don't want to let my subscribers down, and I don't want to let myself down, and I don't want to let my haters win. Every time people hate watch me, what they're actually doing is they're helping me. They're bringing my watch hours up. They're bringing, hang on, there we go. They are actually bringing my views, my watch hours up. The ones that subscribe to me that hate me, they're getting me closer to that 1,000. So keep hate watching me because you're literally just what you're doing is you're helping me become successful. So I actually don't mind you being here hate watching. Hello Villanova, how are you? Good to have you back. But yeah, if you want to hate watch me, by all means go ahead. Please hate watch. Please, I beg you, hate watch. The more you want to talk about me in channels and chats, what you're actually doing is getting people curious. You're promoting me without promoting me. So go ahead. Go ahead. But anyway, I'm going to jump off of here. I'm going to go to sleep. I'm pooped. I still don't feel great. But I will see you in the next one. Oh, and look out for the next video that'll be coming out in a couple of days. I'm actually going to do a soap making video. I may do that one when it cools down some, so keep your eye out for that. And I was actually thinking, I wonder if anyone would be interested if I made soaps and sold them like merchandise. Would anybody be interested in that? If I were to start something like that, I would sell them at a cheap price and I'd have to look into how I go about doing it. But would anybody be interested in buying soaps and candles from me? Um, Even if I could give the money to charity, like I wouldn't want it for myself, but maybe I could support a charity. So maybe supporting people like a charity that helps DV survivors or um, children or something like that. Would anybody be interested in doing that? But if you're interested or please let me know your thoughts on that in the comments. I would be really interested to see what you think. Anyway, I'm going to jump off of here and I will be back with the soap making video hopefully by tomorrow or Monday. Have a good afternoon.